I'm Jeff Cornwall, and this is the Entrepreneurial Mind. Today our guest is Channing and Makenzie with Evamor. We'll be back to talk with them after this. Welcome back, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
So, when last you were here, you guys were just getting started. Was it called Evamor at that point?
I don't think so.
It was the old name that we're not supposed to say anymore because you don't want brand confusion, right?
Yes.
All right, good enough.
Appreciate it.
All right, so talk a little bit about Evamor. What is it that you do? Because under the old brand name, what you did was a totally different kind of a concept.
Yeah, so what we do now is automate the process of booking live music for private events. So anyone who's putting on an event and wants a band or a DJ to play at their event, they can go through us and our website to do everything online and make that process really easy.
Now, without going into the dark and ugly things, kind of how did you get that pivot? What happened to kind of get you to the point where you figured that's the place out that you want to be?
Honestly, it was just from testing it out ourselves. We loved putting on live events in college, just booking the talent that was available in Nashville. And it was just a need that we felt needed to be helped. And then through that, we found ourselves how hard it was to be an event planner and try and book talent. And we're like, there has to be an easy way. This is so manual. Can there be an easier process, like platforms that are starting to develop for other systems?
So it was a complete reset push on the button. Was that a scary thing to do, or was it kind of refreshing to start with a new business model?
Yeah, I think it felt refreshing.
We knew we had to at some point
Right.
because we didn't have a sustainable way, a way to make recurring revenue. We were still just learning and
Were you tempted to try and tweak it like 90 more times to make it work, or?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's a big step to just put the bullet in the head of an idea and move on to the next one.
And it makes sense now looking back that it really took a whole year, from when we said, because it first started with house concerts, but that's not even really sustainable by, the profit margin that's there. And then it kind of evolved.
Yeah, I remember that conversation in class.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot that we needed, and I'm thankful that we had a year to do it because we were able to do, intense customer research, really figuring out what the target market needed to look like, what was the potential, what was the scalability. So I think having that is what made it possible.
Now, as I understand where you guys are now, you've kind of come up with a really interesting combination of high touch and high tech in terms of how this works. Mm-hmm. Talk about that, and talk about how you discovered you needed both.
Well, the booking process is all manual right now. If I wanted to book an artist, I would have to call their agent or talk to sometimes even the manager. There's a lot of people involved, including the artist has a say in everything, of course.
And some of these are smaller bands, so it's hard to reach some of these people, I assume, too.
Absolutely.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So right now, I mean, there isn't really another way to do this online. Mm-hmm. So we've really kind of played with it a lot, and we've tested kind of every aspect of it being automated and then totally not automated at all. So we've we've booked plenty of events in the past manually, and so that's how we learned what needs to be done in which way and which things we can automate, and then there's always going to be things that just should not be automated to make the best event. But things as far as just taking, we can do, take payment online, and we can scheduling online, signing contracts, even negotiating budgets. A lot of that can be taken care of on the website.
So you're all over the Southeast. How do you manage that with just the two of you at this point?
So what we found to be really helpful is, just like you were saying, there's that high touch always with the relationship base. So campus reps have been awesome for us. We have someone on that campus that can, be that personal touch, and they can be our connection, to those, because since we're focused on college campus event planners, they really help us, keep in touch. but then we can have a lot of it, take place on the platform as well. So it helps us scale out, but still be able to maintain quality.
And why the focus on college campuses? Why did you decide to do that, besides the fact that that's what you know?
That's definitely what I was referring to when we said we needed a year to really figure out, our campus, our, customer research, just because we were not expecting, colleges to be the target market. We thought it was going to be that house concert or, just event planners in
Or
general.
small venues or...
Small venues,
Right.
Yeah.
But it really fell into our lap, especially Greek life and college event planners and organizations, just because of the budgets they have and how hard of, honestly, there's a barrier to entry. People have a difficult time trying to sell to college kids. Colleges are they have a wall up, and you have to do it the right way. And being in college, we could kind of see those avenues, I think, a little bit more easier, and we saw it.
Booking for College was a great place to start for us because they have an existing budget and they have the need of booking artists. They have events that are scheduled throughout the year, and it's someone who's just kind of elected into this position because they're popular or because they like to book maybe, but they still have no experience in it. They've never, most of the time, booked music before or know how much logistics go into the event planning process. So it's, we're just getting started, and really so are they. So it kind of works to be able to work with that person kind of on the ground level and really both get started.
So what's your vision for this business? What would you like this to become? I know we're not supposed to dream that way, but I know we all do, so.
Yeah. I think what we're getting really excited about and what we're starting to see with Evamor is it has the opportunity to, be the way to do a lot of things regarding live music and event planning. We're seeing right now, we're starting, and I'm happy we're doing this, but we're starting with entertainment.
Right.
But we're already seeing, because we're testing it out, how we're able to automate a full event, or we're able to move further and scale out what we can do for them. And that's where Makenzie and I got started, was the live music and the event aspect. Because once you put an event together and you sit back and you watch it happen, there's something really special about that. So we're really excited with the bigger events, the festivals, and maybe, the potential of getting into, continuing to do those. So
Corporate events possibly at some point?
really
Absolutely.
just seeing us being able to kind of dominate, the market of helping those event planners.
Well, I am very proud to have had you guys in class and to have you guys doing so well, and we'll bring you back soon and kind of hear the next chapter. Thank you so much.
Thank you.